ene ye dwada opepombo so mene de toso aduasa ebraso sense modo ayaboa no de edition editie no medeso mo se anwumre no nsia kase na wakase yimu ensem bia wo betie ene se emabunu bia wo mboafu e wo bembela ayo ye kire etia wo mra hyebedwane ni mensiri krache ni nyina ne se aban enwuma wodo a wahyase a wo nwieda no eno ene wabuafu a wo ye ho eye kire mede mu nchemu beda wo e wakase yi emu empanifo eda Ghana Water Company Limited ano echwese enue nipa binum etwitwa yasese ema yensu ano enintienti ensu a wode ko manfo fie mu no wo ba betete so edienti na wo mo ekasa obetibi e wakase yi emu Ghana Revenue Authority nso akoye operation kase pa ya mpanifo bi odeda anwumaku awodo akase no wachire wo mo se tax invoice a wode akire adwumaku no se eyedada kra ensem we ni afoforo bi en mabɔ ne beda me besane mu don hwere ede ama wo midin ede akuya echa oyi akwan se me ho ye wo fa kaboki clothing ena ahyemata ade kama owo kokomlemle me ba ne ahyase afeije brene ensem ni nchemu ankasa memfa ensomo me hyase ede free etifido mantamu krokase tamale brono aye friend se bembela na omanfo ekyerese esanse aban enwuma woduro bi a wahyase ya wonwieda no anya enwie wonhom a wo munti sese wo yo ye kyerete wo mra hyebedwane ene mensini empanimfo
Mabuno womo bimbila ayo yechre edi etia womo mrashibedweni o mpatemo Dominic Nitu municipal chief executive awonu nso wo mpatemo soma ye hwehan ama mpuntujuma enkoso e wo mpatemo o yechre womo etisi kwam echre omanfo womo ehaw o yechre womo eyeyei womo kochi nsem egunkrata so ede koma president wo na numba traditional council eni mpenifo bi eka ho ede fa akwan hodo bi e wo mpatemo a atete apansama mpenifo enya ho hwe dining hall e wo bimbila senior high school a womo ejato bridge ahodo ene niema bi eka ho wompatemu a womo ntu ho anamo abra womo ne Adom News nsentwerefo etwetwe nkomo no womo mampenifo yi bosome mienu so mo betu ho anamo womo besande oyekire tenkyere nche foforo ahyehye so openi ano no odi wo nanim ataswale ensem odi tu dwane.
Today come before you to pour our utmost displeasure towards the lackadaisical approach our member of parliament who doubles as the Defense Minister of Ghana, Honorable Dominic Nitu, and the MC, Honorable Abdullah Yakubu, towards developmental projects in their constituency. This demonstration is non-partisan, non-tribal, non-religious, and non-chieftaincy affiliations. It is very disheartening to observe that there is no single project started by Honorable Dominic Nitu and his government which is completed in Bimbila, the constituency capital.
Womanfo bia no mo kansa wo yechire ya womo eyeye e wo Bimbila womo nsem a womo so de to Adom News anim no ebini.
Community center ma da kana matezane kana nun pambe yina nete ti da yina te bipala nete borla community center kara zanti sonti gilmalana de dise kabra yina bo poloti poloma tibma kadanan kana bankpe mbelfuda kana Lawyer Mohammed bene Dominic Sunsun because Lawyer Mohammed da yina entegle non gelten banwoma ka chante ka community center ma ke no miele ka tijilma empira yina tie no de betu no cheka Lawyer Mohammed miele ka dale loe ami on da lo mora mala te pambe sawra bi ora ba male to kuto bani mane de so community center ma da lo ma draba palgete so
de wa pa kire nyina ene se community center bi a wo hyase so si besine ontimi enwie nti anya enwie wonwom ne de e wo hopa na bi so atiesi adanse ama apeja e blocker NDC aban e hyase besi nne MPP aban bai wantimi enwie ha mu chichemu aduoko no ene wasi dan no aduranka e mofra betimi akomu akosua de yenkohwe se de dan no sitie nei
kase ade apobe piemu ewo adanse apeja ewo new adubiase abato mpesua so uhwe eye meti he ya edan si hwe eka mahama yi blog a emra na wote abanwia so woye na adwen se wo si mako ahanu ewo oman Ghana mu no adanse enya miensa emu bako ene wo eye meti ya obebeduru a unse edan no ho nyina afu enam so ema NDC national executives and regional executives and constituency insia ewo adanse ha empanifo be piemu ewo ha omabedo aha nyina se be ya se wonam ka kwan no ho a ubehu se edan no esi eye ekire ha Yeni yami a national organizer eni nkomo ne emisa opani se edi enti na nne omo ye sa kwasatofo dwuman ewo aha
ye ya rehosem kese pa ne se sika John Muhammad si school dan we bedu bebi ewe de aka wasi ye wie no ne bo be ye den asen sika ye de hye ase sa ban ye na adwen se obesan ye den akoho nti ye ba ha ye de ne se ye ba be do school dan ho.
Deputy Regional Secretary Emma NDC ewa Asantehene nso ewa ha yeni abrate nso eni nkomo ne yemisa ane se dan sempanifo ebia mfaso ban na de bebre nipa ewo adanse ene ne mpatamu
C2 NDC age last elections eno mahu project we sesiwo enti omo nim se so mba ya ebema parliamentary candidate no han credit bi no watimi a maintain seat no se saade a eni nya manem pro mehu saman for bo education minister abaso with reformation aba with innovation aba so ya sign innovation e kan nyina sa wa yense no korempo a na just school adan wo nguremu a sebe fa so be na wo sa transformation so de ba ne so
yene nipa bi no so ombe pie mu ha so bi eni nkomo ne emisa won se edi enti na omo so de omo ho share sa kwasafo dwuma yi emu
de fa so be bre pa ye betimi aton ade wa ha e be boa yen omo si dan wa ha so ebi muso be han e mo mai den abetinam enti din fa so bebre e de ba mai because edan yesu ye adwene ho pa e besi wona said de ye da ye na yesu papa ti ato abama wa wona obo so wo som wo ban no eti o man som no o som ye ade awre ho sam e na ye hu no wa ha ni wadu bi ase ye ni abre mo ka ebi ba minim sa adomfo de ye tie mo pa mo ka e bam ye sramo ye de ha ni yesu we ade to manim sa na mo ma ba bi a wasa empanimfo a ye wo man mu a wo mo ka e bam bia no o mo mram
me dey ade Isaac K Nomanyon Adom Kase
Sa dan ni nyuma hodo aban ehase a wonwie da no Adom Kase ye dom asuko enche aban ni omanfo nso ebete yenka yanto ayensam no eso na asoye ehwenwumasua so omanfo ebeka ya na wotwe wieye na fourth estate edebetu dwa enam joy news eso se wo mu dom asuko na wo mu a egia damudie e wo manfo wansa na school placement no watimi ama wo mu school no odomu asuko eneyi asoye a ehwe enwumasua so enso abeyi no echwese wahwe hunu se ntokro bi ewo ndwumadi a wodie no emu de senti santokro nyina no wo ba be chiachia ama adwuma no akoso
because idea you have human interface will be you may have one of these challenges play school placement there are also even instances or situations which may one have come to make genuine corrections a better reflection on teku ama na kaprana sempo amobia then so far as one di when so could di anymore amount there maybe just some few clerical administrative errors ozo bajo teku na sempo eno na bribie de kokobo e fasa akwanya so di ama wo say school placement is entirely based on merit at no point na was otwa teku na sempo de mobia say wutwa we promise yes ya do ko we ge here there do ko presec obi endimi nya kwanya nkodo schools eno nti na ban hyehyɛ mu no school bia na ne school bia nya papa ene ye wo kitafo mo yade pa enua ba Francisca Lamini na wo Harvard she went to Keda she never went to be a Bri girls what I say ene ye katepa for yade ene wo kom ya me kroma sante achema were mai ono mo yade Agu State yade Agu Collins yade so there is no bad school as say ye kan wasem wo hwe intervention say they akọ a train special training they ma call teachers textbooks are at the basic at the secondary school level no at no point in the bio base marker say any school business school be nya papa of course in terms of school no charge any school no ne culture and ne values ne edian school no kura dey abc ni bi the level of obsession sometimes by parents say kwan bia no chencha chenye school we na mba ne be nya ma na kwanya ma ne nko ne dey e hadwen but sebi video nye hu bi is an opportunity for us. So we are sure Ghanaians that if there are any normal of course, it's a human interface. So all loopholes will be an ebusua a treat and to chronosa and in Abribia and any security agencies in institutions one more share last year cry chibi. So in the Bokoswa to liaise with the various security institutions, the security agencies to make sure that any loophole be a wumbiano, ya behenia CC.
ansa na frasa ebeko na wie na chechrefa wamo ewa colleges of education awodo no wotietua ema ebeto dwa saban ne wamo tenase na de sese waka bia no waka na nso na watwemienu ni a adesuafo ehye adesuase wachwese wonim sa chechrefa no da so ewa atuamu se nso se wo kiradio esanse adechwe no wonhyeda enhunu so yamane body kodwomensa abrampa ekoho ema omanfo ene ne twetwe nkomo
na wachi bebre echire yi a Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana ede wona de egu form se wonya adwuma biom no National Labour Commission for ahye wono mu asese etua wote ye no watwe asensen wono mu hwe animu kwan se na wachi mienu edi nkan e wogefo botome animu no akyekyrefo yi ene LNLC ni aban ebekwa akohia mu na wasiesie ohawo asa akyekyrefo yi enemu no yamani boni ekobontoa ewo Accra College of Education no okuhunu se akyekyrefo asen akosku mu a wahyase ekyerade a empo adesuafo wonom ewo level 100 no wonom ahye orientation ase ne nyina mu no adesuafo ni bi wo honom a wonom adwene mu aye wonom kesenene ya wontimi hu sesese wonom akyekyrefo no waba so ba bekyerade anase na watwi mienu akyire no wonom besen atietua biom chei Edward Jambra eye South President ewo Accra College of Education wode sembi to yamani boni enim
toaso ama bibia ye akona kwanso de a enkeye fise wo ma be dise a bibia de na kwan within 2 weeks here mu no lectures be start assignment group assignment ne bibia be kokoko so kama but sanso ko break ya na say o meja ya kwesi akwantin fi no wode ye ja hono mako etimi me de ne mesere ne say enti hase ne nya dwuma bra mo ba be hia o after 2 weeks you know na ne aban ahyehya to kwan mu bia no wonya den wonya metichafo no wonso wonya koma pani odo no won san fa nkyira de nto aso ye mpese break bia be den ebeba fi se ba ye na be han
enu akyire na adesuafo bi a wani agye se wakyekyrefo asen aba school mu ebekyere wono mu ade no ede to yamane boni animu se satua akyekyrefo no eteye no ede oha bebre ababejai wonom adesuaso
by the 2 weeks na wode beka wa asem nti obane dem de asem wentuma nka bio dia and ye nim dia obetum esi echi
about 6 weeks for first phase na say starting soon dey 1 week etwe ma fini orientation na after 2 weeks on one sign call strike biwa it means the academic ni na abekwa etwe ni ma wasi esu ni na into means you ni asan kofie
emreni enimi ya teachers ne beba class no ma be kire ade you be brace your cover up starting in tema ni wie ni tem
enwumere no nsi akase na oguso a wo hye ewo Adom TV so no meka wo sekase etwagu live ewo Facebook, YouTube and Instagram kona ko like, comment na share na afofron so enya bi yetoa yensem no eso na adwumayeko ewo my Ghana mu obibie nim se wo mo enema yensuo eye Ghana Water Company Limited empanifo e de atodwa se esanse enipa binum etwitwa enua ye enya ne kwan so wonsu awodo ho na galamse nso aso man yensuo nti sesei ensudodo a wotimi edepa manfo afiefie mu no wabetete so se be ye obetimi ache na obiaso kasamafo edema asoye eye Orastan Limate eno ni Adom kase etwetwe san komoyi
ababa betodwa se nsuo ho eba be ye den ewon kran ene mpatem ahodo na nsemi Ghana Water Company Limited ene womo ede betudwa opening power no na ode womo nsem etudwa ewo asoye ho no Stanley Mate ene chiechemu eche Adom News
fiti November hono to December ebepemene no insobia intimi entoy yenyina so yim say dry season no around this time enti ama omo use rain water ede ye omo njuma ama omo use boreholes omo re omo njuma omo nyina no sesia no omo nya ba issue pipe nso na ntebe ma pressure beda pipe nso no so already na ngasa no as a company no yen capacity is such that yentimi meet demand no deda so anasesia no demand no so ekosro nti amount the gap between demand and supply are very huge. The only way between a bridge is to do an equitable distribution of the water in the system and no water demand management na no
we an Adom News ebisa opening say enema ben wo mo aso ye no edigu akwam se ne omanfo enkoso emfasa ohawmu afi bia ye rema eno nso de ode tu ye nim no momientie bi
se wo hwa yen treatment plants a wo emiamie nyina no capacities near such that me and produce in so eminent so yen also. So the only thing between I say you see a full account and answer the existing ones you be expanded. So the more capacity it may meet demand. So our treatment plants are capital intensive. In some other regions, the treatment plant is there a bit me as soon but the resource is also not available. The resource is not available not because I require, but it's because of human activities. A polity in so to the extent they say a dupe and pencil be a intime and entity, a dupe and pencil be a nina etime na awo aye yen ya dodo etwetwe in dua a bit me ma yen sutene ene yen esubonte bit ma cover.
We enam so ama Adom News ye be piemu ewo osu ebisa omanfo a wo motim patemu o se ahomboa ben ana wo mo eye se koba ni se nsuo hu ekoye denia
mini mebusia no yeti osu ano ho enti de ebe ye nuane se ye wo drums nkakra ho enti ebe pe galo aye de account na ye bubu asi ho na se time no su ana kire se ye hu nchiri na ye no nkakra copying time aye be bie ya ndware 3 times ebe no once ana 2 times
eba ne sanso a e de ahokire ne brain go esi akofo gallon no ye turn van say okobunu pipe no 1 cedi and they say seka na de be ba na okoto a obeton be 5 cedis
man say me pe kofo gallon ni bi e ya me wa hoboa na so bu say de nkura e be san o so mai o sa plate tank no say media ne san me say bia me ko ha me ye bi abu na meto metuaka
Ebra Ghana ban esi gina yase wo pese oye Bui Power Authority no omanfo na wo mu esisi wadan ene ebia no abiebie nwuma no esanse no wo tremunti etre edidi kɔ hɔnom nyina ne ena ekopie mu ewo asetena biase se edien ena mpanimfo eye ede amasafo ne nyina empata na eno ena panyipa wo no ene da Bui Power Authority no ano owura Kofi Jamesi ede tu dwase safo ne nyina wa biebie enwuma afa wo mu a eboa amu asetena mu ahenha wo mu Public Accounts Committee asetena se ena sansemi kopie wo.
Chief Executive Officer wada Bui Power Authority ano Kofi Jamesi echiremu a wonum adwumakuo no abokwan ato honom a wamma enipa mpempem a wonum dwumadi a wodie no enye nsunsanso won so no enye adwuma bebree aye abra emahye a ogina ma wonum obole bamboy Yusuf Sulemana ebisa eniama Bui Power Authority mpanyinfo eye ede aboa wonum a wote sampotam honum a na mondwumadie so ema won ho kaaye no nya waya ma wo mu no na opanyini ede sansem no etudwa.
The Bui Authority is in my constituency, is in Jama. Yes. So, Chairman, thank you. The first issue has to do with, I have received a lot of complaints from landowners with respect to compensation. And some are also of the view that they've not been treated well because they were supposed to be resettled. And you haven't done that. For instance, last year, a community called in Tereso was flooded. I had to go to help them. Your office didn't even come to say, we sympathize with you. What are you doing with respect to the issue of compensation and also resettlement?
Kofi Jamesi eyi sa asembisa nano no ene wodi tu dwa se empatasike biara esese wotua ema obi biara ne ho kaaye no wonum atua ya wakato aso se authority no ene nananom ahemfo a won potamu ho no mo edinsa woso se ne ebe ya wonyi obia emfiri sa empatasike tua ne mu.
I can say with authority that all the people who need to be resettled have been resettled. But it is true that land compensations have not been paid to the landowners because most of those matters are in court. And until the court comes out with the findings, we cannot go ahead and pay. Now, since my assumption as the CEO, I visited the Bui Traditional Council, I visited the Bole Traditional Council, I visited the Bolewura, and I can assure you that we have started employing a lot of people from your area. Maybe you are not aware, but I have an authority that we have employed a lot of people.
Mama nyina sansem we so na me hotia wa mra me koba de aka eche ne doso be de besomo. medase ene wadaje yentwa yensem no so wasante mantem no emu enanopa ene yebo wamane se enipa wo pese okokotu franka ema MPP amanyoko no ora Alan Kojoche Martin washa probase wasante mantem mu odna probo no kopie mu ewo otumfo se tutu ahimfie ne ho ena otumfo edeto wanim se MPP amanyoko no epese wo yobi ema ne di amanyoko no animu a ewo so wo hwese nipa wo yi no wo ye kandini obetimi aboa ama o my Ghana akonanim
enche ana trade minister Owura Alan Kojoche Martin ade ne dwumadie eto ho ehya se ne botaye esi nani so obeya Ghana mampane no obetu ho anamo enche bia na MPP amanyoko no ekwakoto aba ayi frankatuni ade ama amanyoko no enam so emopanyini wo hye na probase afiri Asantehene a wo ba beje opemso ensem enhyira emrodu Asantehene no nipa botwi edi nachi a na esewani ense okakire Asantehene otumfo setu otoso emienu ade ato edwase
said the city one from Onkola Brema minim no one ntia obia e mo anu so ntia obia hwe mo de oba obetimi ayenkwa ya wasa o party fo no ho se yenyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina so adwere ho mo nwere Ghana de ho se de mo pe no wo party no
Owura Alan Kojoche Martin emre ode nsem atudwa o manhia no o kire mu se
enfie enan ani achi kakra factories 296 ana yabwa ankwakra ma womude tintim efom na mekanisa yenja Asantehene mu 296 yemu 47 ewa Asantehene mu anu akire soso yemu se koko asom yede gold asom yen na soso adubria esese ye peno mani bi ka ho na etimi ama empuntuo na akonanim anonti mede hye bebre egu akwam a se koku achi gold achi no ye be hye no ma bi ase a ebetimi abie omanum na ama adwuma aba ebi ni se ya sha ase se sese ye assemble cars ye cars wo Ghana mekan amabai mebia we cars akese gira no emunsia ana sese o ma ba hye assembly plant e wo Ghana o ma ba hye
nana awu amansan akontabo abedwafo meche public accounts committee ena okotena sensempi ena okaye na asemba akwa beto odwa ewo ho ena na emrahye bedwani a owo buem Kofi Adams ebusa se eba ne san ena National Petroleum Authority adwumayeko makoma akwa aduasa otwa wo mu nyina license mu esan se adwumayeko yi anko ho no mu anko betimi aboabo sika no ama omayi esan se na akwan wodo pi wo ho no mo befa so ede atwe won so
Ermashe bedwani a wogina ma wonom wo boam abaton pese so Kofi Adams ehunu ni ntia empanifo a wonom eda National Petroleum Authority ano eje oil marketing companies eduasa tumi krata efiri wonom nsem ewa abra anko obetumi eye nhyehyɛ foforo bi ama wonom abra eduru no so anu obi sansem ewo public accounts committee asetena wonom eye nene no na owura yi ekire mu se adwumaku nyina no wonom eda ho a etuato ewo man mu ne senti ewo senka wo ye nhyehyɛ foforo bi ema wonom.
An aspect of the concern that I have is to do with the revocation of the licenses of these 30 OMC. Considering that your revenue sources include fees and charges that you get from some of these OMC, and the challenging situation we find ourselves now, and the fact that some of these OMC operate also in remote areas, and you go to some community, they are sometimes the only ones that are there serving fuel to various users. Was it the case that you have reached your limit? There's no other way you could have handled it to still keep them in operation.
Nabra Mustafa Abdul Ahmed wada National Petroleum Authority ano eyi sasim bisayi ano no ene wadi tu dwa se na wonum eni nhyehyɛ foforo bia obetumi ayama sa OMCC esane se emfie mienu na wonum tumi krata no wanya no foforo.
But what happened in the case of these 30 or so companies that we revoked was that for more than 2 years, some for 3 years, had no longer renewed their licenses. And Mr. Chairman, we take the renewal of license as an intention to do business. So if for 2 years you have not come to MPA to renew your license and you are not operational, we take it that you no longer exist basically, or that your company has gone bankrupt and you have folded up. And that indeed is the case. So the only option is to revoke and then report to IOCO.
Ghana Revenue Authority Eden Sheshaye egu akwemu a wode ejije omanfo eto e wose wotua e wo ndwumadi eso baako ene se obaba ewura adwumayeko bie mu na nkrata asem wakwa akwahwehwemu ene operation wakoye e wo sprinters adwumayeko awoduo bi a wo mu edidwa e wo hono abo ewura wono mu a wakire managers ededa bia no esanse wo mu tax invoice na wo kwahwe ye no na e dada kra emfiri adwumayeko no eho
Shops here will Huakwaka Dremu no China Mall, Sneda Shopping Center, Palace Mall, and Second Cup Cafe, Eka Humbi, Jumaifua, Wanum Free Ghana Revenue Authority, Yana Criminal Investigation Department, CID in Penufo, Eka Humbi, and Okoya, Wakwacher in Penufua, Wanum Edasa Shops, Anno, Ya Washer any mu quine send many ya, but one Beka Kujina Sindibia, now what the Wafa and Maraquanso, and Amui Eka and Sheshaya, Ghana Revenue Authority 4 years a year, will bet to me Abuabu Scano, Commissioner for Domestic Revenue ewo Ghana Revenue Authority Edward Jambra ene ensamtrofo etwetwenkomo
abundance share for by say obia wakwakoton issue invoice ewo de aban ahihye nimu sa embraya abana aban hihye no ye started no October 2022 na taxpayers na yamomu astarteno ebinum diso ebinum so niso anti asma ye officers ni bi so monko no monhwese invoices na omo generate no eno ano no ana na no crasem ni report omo de buy na kire se ebinum niso
Ninemu no penyini a wo share enforcement so ewo enkran hanom wo GRE Joseph Anan editor nsɛmtwerɛfo animu sɛ wɔnom a wakyere wɔnom no wɔbɛtwerɛ wɔnom anu di sɛ mansana wɔde wɔn akogina asɛmdi bia
yɛnya 5 of them yɛakyekyɛ mu into areas there na yɛkɔ Spinters route the Spinters na yɛkɔɛ no 5 na yɛ visit wɔn na wɔn no bebree ne de wɔn yɛ no sɛ wɔn te receipts a anka say IVA system no generating na here no mu use the brain so no omu fake commissioner general signature yes and ebi mo so no de no QR code no no receipt bia obe issue no QR code no e was na QR code no receipt specific nti entumi mba na say who ye no correctly a entumi mba na say obenya even 2 receipts are the same QR code. The new mobile officer, you take your statement. After that, no, see the bay any.
Yansan call a mansa conta Buabejafo, assistant no say ABM. Na one more assistant so ABPM, ever honum Emma, Utitrenia, wada committee no ano, editor just say, a buy you make what would be our found where you may kono emua, say, we call now could you maybe a dollar and a wajewo, and also Emma won't you my word, you know, and coso.
Public Accounts Committee ekoma wonom ewo emrahebedwamu echiremu a sede einamahoden adwumakuo bi ene aban aso ya ahodo ege dollars ansan wede adidwuma no eyade a eha adwene pa James Nani a wada Public Accounts Committee ano James Clucci Aveji ede ato aban animu se wonom ankasa aban nwumakuo ahodo a wodi se adwuma no wonhwe na wonka ho asem.
But what do you charge in dollars? Yes. Why do you charge in dollars? Because most of the government institutions are charging in dollars.
They are charging in dollars.
They should stop that. Our currency is cedi, Ghana cedi. Why are we charging in dollars?
The last time I checked,
UCG will sell the power and they collect in cedi. Now they now go chasing to buy dollars and to pay you. They use a rate.
Nelson Roxen da fiamekpo eye emrahebedwani a wogina won mo South Dayi ono nso di tu dwa se sansensemi Supreme Court atena so edi ehun nsem dada ne senti obi biara wo ye saade no eye enida ho ya wo bu nani egu omen emra so
making in the cedi equivalent. We rather decided to do $1 transaction and equate it in cedis. It's already the law that we cannot transact in foreign currency. So we are rather not complying with the law, to the extent that there's even a case law decision by the Supreme Court on this matter.
You are.
Wankasa anu echi ena swafo hwe nyina mahoden so Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe enso den semsei etwaso.
Chairman, this charging in dollars against the Bank of Ghana Act 2006 is something that we have to escalate. The Bank of Ghana has written to all those institutions that in Ghana here goods and services are chargeable in local currency, unless you go for a special permit or something from Bank of Ghana, which none of them has. So it's something that we must escalate because.
Enyume no si akase na oguso awo hye ewo Adom TV so no. Na so praso se meton kra me so tweme be kwa abane atoso. Deadru so apomudin ensem na Ghana Health Service na amansan ko bata ye sha apomudin so meche World Health Organization ama wo mo abodi krata so watimi aboa ama Human African Trypanosomiasis ye entonko na wo mo atimi ayi kura afri Ghana mu na santonko na yade bia ye se aboa bi kawo a ene obetimi adasa obi wo hono anu afamu awu ene na mpanifo ekase sese wo mo anya ho abodi krata kire se yade no ebi ni oman yi mu biem.
Opepombo somede toso aduasa da wiase amansan apomuden enkabomu kuo WHO etuasi hono mo a wode bo neglected tropical diseases ehu dawuro ewo wiase afanan babia na afidie no etia na da so act now act together invest in neglected tropical diseases enumu na adwemtenani a woda Ghana Intra-Country Coordinating Committee ano Dr. Hafiz Adam editu da say entonkomu na ya kanu brofu mu se sleeping sickness yare no se say watumi etuase afri Ghana hanom.
Ghana is proud to have been validated by the World Health Organization for the elimination of sleeping sickness. This has just come in the last few weeks, bringing to trade so far some of the neglected tropical diseases that we've been able to eliminate. If we are to achieve the SDG targets for NTDs under the WHO NTD roadmap, we need substantial funding for NTDs.
Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi neglected tropical diseases ambassador. No so asha aban se den yarewa fufuro bi wo hono mo a mamu ani akoho a ne senti wotumi akutia no saa na womma neglected tropical diseases yarewa no so ehia wo no.
Neglected kire se umfa nko wadwendwene mu enka wadwendwene ho na se etumi ye no free mu a na kire se ebeka wadwendwene ho inti se ye plana ye dwen ho se bibi te say elephantiasis mosquito kroya ye ni abre asese kura ye nya vaccine for nkwadai sa mosquito no anopheles mosquito no oma malaria no ono aso no oma elephantiasis intinka ye malaria ho bibia na ka de elephantiasis so abata ho intin na nya sa afi na okopiska foforo.
Enwechi ana Dr. Anthony Adofufosu ya woye panyi kwanchefo Ghana Health Service ano abidi echire enso edinsem sei etoaso.
World Health Organization anywhere say apomodin ye di adwem say by 2030 there sa ya re no sa no say one other say ye brena sekura a adwin ni pe.
Fanmo Ghana Limited ejuma ekobako ewo Ghana mu na bronyanim ene wodi bronya achede kase eba ye na wo mo woni wo mu dinsa woso ewo edwade adwuma nim no opese wode ebo wo mo abaso ene na adwumade ni nyina mpompon so wode kwakwa hyehyɛ so ya wo mo woni wo didwa enipa aduosia nkono obo wo mo abaso.
Bronya breni mu ena Fan Milk Ghana ya wonom eye adwumaku a wonom ice cream ewo Ghana hanom edi bronya achede kese ehye so a na wode bo wonom oni won edidwa no abaso. Fan Milk adwumaku no wonom ede enwumedie sei ehye so ede hye wonom a woni won edidwa enkran ewo memu afanan babia. Na nei wonom ede dwuma bi a wabo wonom agents edwosia enkono ene key distributors enum abaso ewo adwumadeni a wonom eye ewo afempinu ene adwunum yenumu. Cluster Carlos Anaman head of Fan Milk South East wani amani boni etwetwe nkomo ewo dwumadie na se.
Saa achedie aye to say ye che afinu mu nan a na ye no kwata na afina etwe mu no afina wie ye October to December no na ye saa akradie na akradie ni nyina so nyina ne say ye be reward edwuma na ye distributors ene ye agents ene ye no enti ye de enwoma bi sisi ho say eye target o target ni se wutimi achieve saa target na wie ye no ye be keka dia wutimi ye nyina abom na ya to epono kese bi sei ne ya reward mo.
Engineer Patrick Kwadwo Asiedu Chief Executive Officer Emma MNP Limited. Wono ena dwumadie na se no wo bo ni din se achede kese dwumadie a wo ye no wodi mu nkunim. Wono so ade asida PC Emma Fan Milk Ghana ewo abasobo a wono ade ama no.
Yes, started operations in October, at the end of October 2021. And within the first 3 months, we won a tricycle from Fan Milk PLC. And after 1 year, 3 months, we've won this great car. And this car, a bit now yet distributions need sales from Amanakostro. And we encourage other agents, other key distributors, say, with Fan Milk, if you put in efforts, on the reward.
Dedu so akasie mu agokansie na nkrato yechi kejiwa na nkasa Eric Asiedu bodi de besomu.
Yasamwa kwaba yenhwe nsema ekoso wo agodie mu na anwumre kejiwa na nkasa ne Eric Asiedu bodi yenhwa se mfamfi the senior national soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana wo mu aka chenche na Ghana kopi World Cup a ekoto to papa so ebepie mu fie na ncheye Alaji Karim Grusa na Oka Management Committee ne honde beto dwa se mpanifo na management committee ne so no obi anya $100,000 eno na manfo atwampo bia no rakwab na yebo na swag president or na no atumu chiremu se sa dia ban ye ndie wanya die kura.
It's been 41 long years since Ghana won the AFCON. It's been 40 years since Kumasi Asantehene ruled Africa, and 23 years since glorious Atsofuk dominated the continent. The statistics sadly indicate the rest of Africa have overtaken us as we now play catch-up. We need to work smart and invest meaningfully in our sport to hold the rot. Isn't it sad that in our last 4 World Cup appearances, we cannot boast of any major legacy project from the FIFA money, much of which was shared among players and officials? We certainly have to take a second look at the practice, for instance, of paying as much as $100,000 to some management members as appearance fees.
Right, welcome na boy swag president na okasa swag awards e pass over the weekend now. Ye kopie mu won semfo from na ba no sports infrastructure ya na kwa bibia ho man mu multipurpose sports complexes na ye CAC ni se akangura mu ni ade honorable Mustafa Yusuf den samoto dwa se de akangura mu se mani abre on be som san eye ne ye.
Now the Danko Akufo-Addo administration is committed to sports development agenda. Over the years, the government has fiercely concentrated on sports infrastructure development to enable the sector in reaching its economic potential. Among these are the development of facilities at the 13th African Games in Baltimore and also Legon, the unprecedented construction of astroturfs across the country, and the rehabilitation of sports stadia, and the construction of 10 multipurpose youth resource centers, which very soon 5 of them will be commissioned for the use of our sportsmen and women.
Right, Honorable Sports Minister and somebody to on the Black Galaxies of Ghana, Kache and Che, and Niger, if you want to say there something which is about Deputy Captain, David Abagna, and somebody to Ghana, say tournament, and Ghana, Fimudie, one was your name, be prepared.
I think the tournament is a big platform. It gives the local league players the platform to show what we have. I think there's not so much coverage when it comes to most of our local leagues in that gives people the access to see what many of the players really have. So I think this tournament is a very big platform for us to be able to also exhibit the quality that we have back at our various.
Right, if that bag na sandan, Nsoromma. What the two drano yenyina so na nyume yem fan semono. Ensi. Kejuana kasane Erika Siedu Bwedi o yakwan etwa so.
Nsoromma wasi ye hwen na watwe wie ye pe ni kwhye na nyasam ketwa ye nkohwe bimra.
Finally I see your face. Ooh, all my days I'll be right here looking for you for a days. Ooh, I just want to say, my head is devil, my head, I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect, waiting there, your back, so make a defend, I know fit to defend, even if I play defense, so.
Wabaye wala da, oye wala song da. I got to we mala yomo. We dey live for here, we dey blow high time. Don't mala yomo. Wabaye wala da. Oye wala song da. Kawa back forget Accra. If I want to mommy heko. La juya wow. I don't worry. You don't count on me. Yeah, go there. Push, Come on. I go to follow. Why you making me colo? Hey, I wanna carry you go. Now my fellow dodo. I miss you and Coco. Y'all be you out of my mind. Cause you say what you're moving. Walking at the main, when you don't the boom. So the boom pack so the phone our guy. You say what you're moving. Walking at the main, when you don't the boom. So the boom pack so the phone our guy. Shadi mama when I'm American and you wouldn't American. I want to win some again in the name. Let's see me, the man say me now, Yamina, on your section. I feel a mini baby that, so me are reported, then Yamina was some yelling. You never know, and them so far to find your love. You never know where you come pass up, and them so far to find your love. You never know where you come pass up, and them so far to find your love. You never know where you come pass up. Them suffer to find your love. Coming like a TV, then I know jaw. Yeah, you know, say all of my niggas them ball. Nothing you go ever need at all. That's already my love. Coming like a bigger than me under the rush. Baby, if you want me, catch it over my miss all on me.
Ebusia we se na me gina don hye kase ya me de baso mo no me de ese wo fie na wo hye bi ma menti me da se nyame ensure kase mu aboafo na adwumayefo me do bibia se me ho ye wo fa eye kaboku clothing e wo kokomlemle e na hye matade kama edi a me gyeso eye akuya echa oyi akwan nyame ma ye chena